Ever since its introduction in 2009, the Volkswagen Tiguan has always been somewhat of an outlier in the compact crossover class, prioritizing performance and quality over utility and room. Even though the Tiguan may not fit most consumers' needs, you may find something to like of VW's smallest sport utility. So, let's go ahead and check out this 2016 Volkswagen Tiguan. Now, the biggest news for the 2016 model year is that the Tiguan gets a significant price drop of $1,400, bringing the price to around $25,000 now. Unfortunately, the price is still above many of its main competitors in the compact crossover class. Now, Volkswagen calls the Tiguan the compact SUV with the soul of a Volkswagen, and that may be true with its clean-cut looks. It's very handsome in its exterior styling too, and you have these really good-looking LED daytime running lights. And then you have the big old Volkswagen emblem in the front grille too, with the two bars. And then you have 19-inch alloy wheels, which are pretty clean looking. A little conservative, but they're clean. Now here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. Pretty good looking key fob, pretty high quality. It's a switchblade. You also do have your lock, unlock to release your trunk, and then your panic buttons on the side right here. It has a little man running too on it. Our Tiguan we also have here is the SEL trim. It comes in this deep black pearl exterior color with smart key access on the driver's door and front passenger door. You also do have a black leather interior, not leatherette here. Memory seat settings for 3 people, power driver's seat with power recline and power lumbar. Now the step-in height is fairly low for the Tiguan, and the cabin design is okay looking. I wouldn't say it looks $36,000 worth, but it's alright looking. Now you do have push button ignition, just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder. Full leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have a 6-speed automatic with manual shiftability. Putting the vehicle into reverse displays your rear view camera with guidance lines and trajectory as well. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards too. Automatic driver's side window. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. You also do have these 19-inch alloy wheels. High intensity discharge headlights with LED daytime running lights. And you also do have fog lights below. Now, under the hood of the Tiguan here, we have a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder that produces 200 horsepower at 5,100 RPM and 207 pound-feet of torque at 1,700 RPM, with EPA estimates being 21 in the city and 26 on the highway, which is way below average in the compact crossover class. Many crossovers are at least averaging 30 miles per gallon on the highway. Now, you can get front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive on the Tiguan, and your transmission is going to be a 6-speed automatic only. And it does run on premium unleaded fuel too, which is a disadvantage. Now the thing is that Volkswagen could make a more fuel-efficient base engine available and then makes this powertrain optional, but that's not the case here. Even though this powertrain does have pretty dismal fuel economy numbers, it does provide very spirited performance, and the Tiguan is certainly a joy to drive with this powertrain. And you do have roof rails on the top right here with crossbars and a little shark fin antenna. Coming to the rear, you have a rear window wiper with a rear window defroster and rear reflectors. EPA estimates, like I said, are 21 in the city and 26 on the highway. Total vehicle price is $36,845. Of course, all of your basic powered features, power windows, power mirrors, and power door locks located right there. Build quality and materials inside of the Tiguan here are pretty good. You have nice soft touch materials up here on the upper door panel, mid door panel, and the armrest. Up here, it's this really nice padded material. Build quality is also excellent. No panel gaps inside of here. And the interior trim and pieces fit well together. And none of them creak a whole lot. Overall, build quality and materials are excellent. But the cabin design of the Tiguan is very austere feeling and kind of plain looking. But a redesign of the Tiguan is expected to come in 2017. Coming to the steering wheel design, this is Volkswagen's last generation steering wheel design. It's alright looking, kind of plain though. You have your steering wheel mounted audio controls, and then your voice recognition too. And then you have your controls for the information center, which I'll get to in just a second. Down here you have a little storage pocket, USB port with an auxiliary input, your electronic parking brake, dual cup holders, armrest that's nice and soft touch, decent amount of center console storage too, and then right here is where you'll find your 12 volt power outlet, traction control off button, your USB port, auxiliary input. Now, one thing I do love about the Tiguan and many other Volkswagens is their new infotainment system and multimedia interface. It's pretty simple and easy to use, and the responsiveness is excellent too. And I love how you can work it just like a tablet. Now, your different radio sources do include all of the normal Sirius XM satellite radio, AM, FM. We also do have a premium Fender audio sound system in this vehicle. And you'll also find HD radio and iTunes tagging on this bad boy. Coming to your different media sources, you do have your CD player, 2 SD card slots, a USB port, auxiliary input, and Bluetooth streaming audio. You can hook up your Bluetooth phone, of course, have all of your contacts stored on here, have an integrated dial pad as well. Then you have your nav system, but you actually have to have an external storage device. And then you have your info right here, but you actually have to have the storage device again. But that pretty much accesses all your weather, fuel prices, traffic, and all that good stuff. Right on the menu right here, this is pretty much the main menu, and you can switch between the menus like a tablet, which is pretty cool. And I just love the responsiveness of this touchscreen here. It's excellent. Coming to App Connect, this is where you'll find the new Apple CarPlay system and Android Auto as well. And then you also do have the Volkswagen Mirror Link. Coming back to the menu, coming to your setup over here, you can change your system settings from the display, language, keypad, voice operation, factory settings, Bluetooth, all that good stuff. And this is where your SD card slot is right here. Overall, love this infotainment system and multimedia interface. It's one of the best in the business. Up here we also do have your auto dimming rearview mirror, your map lights, and you also do have a panoramic sunroof in this vehicle, which is a nice little nifty feature. Opens up the cabin, gives it a much more airy feel. As to a safety connect, sunglass container. Now, the seats in the Tiguan are also very comfortable, very well supportive, and they're nice and plush feeling, great for long road trips. Coming to the climate controls, very simple and clean looking layout here. We have dual zone automatic climate control. You have your temperatures for the driver right here, and then the passenger side. And then you have your heated seats, 3-staged, and then you have your different zones for the climate control and your recycling mode. But big knobs and buttons here and very simple. Coming to the gauges and the instrument cluster, you have full instrumentation for the gauges. We have a little information center, and then your tachometer, as well as your coolant temperature, fuel gauge, and then your speedometer. Coming to the little information center, shows you various amounts of vehicle information, such as your exterior temperature readout, your digital clock, what radio station is playing. You can change your radio source from here, fuel range, and other settings that you can change from the convenience, language, lights and vision, time, all that good stuff, and then any warning messages too. Alright, and let's go ahead and shut down the Tiguan. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Now, another area where the Tiguan falls short compared to its competitors is certainly in cargo space. It's a lot smaller than the average compact crossover. Now the rear seats do fold down, and you do have a 12-volt power outlet right here. No power tailgate either for $36,000. Build quality and materials don't really follow through in the rear too much. You have a hard touch upper door panel, mid door panel slightly soft touch, and the armrest too. Now sitting back here, also where another area where the Tiguan falls short is certainly in rear seat passenger space. It's smaller than the average compact crossover. The Honda CR-V is a lot roomier than the Tiguan. Now you do have dual map pockets, rear air vents, and a 12-volt power outlet. No rear center armrest, however, which I'm very, very surprised. The seats themselves are pretty comfortable though. And then I love the panoramic sunroof, and I love how it's just one whole sunroof and it's not divided. Alright. Powered passenger seat with power recline and power lumbar. Glove box compartment. So the Volkswagen Tiguan is an excellent choice for someone who wants a compact crossover with European flair inside and out, and spirited performance and good driving dynamics too. However, there are compact crossovers that are less expensive and offer the same amount of features or more, that are roomier inside and out and more fuel efficient too. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.